Good morning, everyone. Were you able to hold it, Jennifer?
Not really.
She's trying to
Good
hold
morning,
the
everybody.
background.
Oh,
We were
behind
just
the scenes is something you never want to see.
no, right? We were just having a little chat, and just as we were supposed to go live, we had uncontrollable laughter. So, oh my goodness. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Friday with Friends. Friday with Friends, Fridays with Friends. Anyways, I always mess that part up. Does it matter?
I don't think it really matters. We're here. And it's Friday.
And it's Friday. Yeah. So how's everybody's week so far? Mine's not too bad.
Yeah.
How are you doing,
My name
Jennifer?
is Jennifer. I'm coming to you from Northern Alberta. I am a mom, bonus mom, grandma, bonus grandma. I recently just, I don't want to say I fired my husband, but I told him that he could go passionately work on his stuff. And no, it's a mutual decision. It's been a lot of fun. We've been working together for 3.5 years, and I'm taking the reins full force now. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Exciting. It's an exciting rebrand, though. You know, it's something new. It's fresh, just in time for the new year.
Right? I know. So many good things. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know the story, but I have a stalker kitty who crawls through the rafters, so we might have a visitor throughout our lives.
I can't. A pet or a child or whatever, they're welcome to our life.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry. Keep going.
When you go live, expect the unexpected.
Yeah. And you know, there's nothing we can do about it. We're live.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I love what you've done with your page, with your rebranding, and I don't think, like with me, I'm kind of the face of the business, and I kind of think that was kind of your thing too, right? Joel was kind of a lot of in the background, so it's awesome. I love it.
Thank you. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun, and of course he's still there and he supports 100%. And I mean, he's still going to be doing posts and still in, all of it. But I'm just taking the reins, like I said, and yeah. Because I mean, really, at the end of the day, our brand is our family, and that they are our why. And that's why I decided to go with Jennifer & Co. because my company is my husband, my children, my grandchildren, all of my friends, everyone that comes along in our business journey. So
yeah. It's nice too, because in this business, it's an easy transition. Yeah. So I find that with working online, when your brand evolves, all the time,
really does.
Yeah. So it's nice to have that easy transition. Could you imagine being like Walmart, having to rebrand everything?
That would be really expensive.
That's an undertaking, hey?
I don't think I would want to take on that job.
No, I know.
It was actually kind of a bittersweet moment when I actually changed the name over. I was like, I don't know. There was a part of me that's like, it felt really good. Of course it felt really good, but I was like, I felt like I was like letting him go, but I'm like, no, that's not it at all.
You guys have been 3 years now, right?
Almost 4 years, yeah.
Almost 4 years in working online, and so it's a huge chapter.
Yeah.
And
like from the beginning.
Yeah, and you're not saying goodbye to Joel or anything, but you're saying goodbye to a chapter. Like it's nice. It's nice to move forward, but it's
so many new things.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't wait to see it move forward.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm pretty excited to see where it's going to go.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should let everyone know that life happens. Mm-hmm. So this morning when we popped on, our guest was unable to make it today. So you're stuck with just Jennifer and I. Sorry.
We might be full of a lot of giggles today.
I know. I got out of bed this morning and I couldn't get out of bed. Mm-hmm. Like 5 minutes before I popped into the back room here on StreamYard on our live, that's when I was ready. Like 5 minutes before I was scrambling to get my laptop in place and my light and my water. And yeah, I thought I was going to be late. But I couldn't get out of bed. I don't know.
Must be just something that's going on in the air because, well, I don't know. I had my grandson all week and he's 2.5, and oh man, our youngest is 10. So it's been a while since I've had to, keep up to all that energy, and I was tired yesterday, but it was so much fun. The boys decorated the Christmas tree together, so I actually had a really, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I'm just going to throw it out there because I thought it was a genius idea. Because I'm always taking pictures when the kids are decorating the Christmas trees or Christmas tree over the years, and then I seen an ornament that Felix had made me in school one year, and it had his picture in the middle with a ribbon around, of course, the seam to cover the seam. I was like, wouldn't that be such a cute little tradition and memory of having the kids over the years, a picture of them, whoever decorated the Christmas tree, because as our children get older, they decorate the tree less and less, then they move out and they're not in the photo anymore, but then we have our young ones in there and then the grandkids. It's so cute.
I am like drill sergeant at Christmas. I'm like, no, we are only doing it when I'm going to have the hardest time letting go.
Yeah.
Even just going sledding now. Samantha's older. She doesn't want to come, or she wants to go hang out with her boyfriend. Yeah. Liam last night wanted to go out with his friends, so we canceled plans to, so he could, but I'm like, I just want you all with me all the time. We're going to the Festival of Trees today, and luckily it's because, the kids are finally off work for a day and off of school for a day. And so, hi, Lily. And so and we have all these traditions, and it's getting harder and harder to find a way to, not to keep them because we still have all the younger ones, but to involve everyone, because you need to let them all kind of go out and start their own thing. And I'm going to have I could almost cry just thinking about it. I don't want my kids to ever move out. They're going to, but
it's tough. My daughter's 27, and when she graduated and moved out for the first time, because she's moved back in and moved back out a few times, but when she moved out for the first time, it was really a rough day for me. For her, like, she was just in her glory. She was moving out into her own little place. I was super excited for her, of course, don't get me wrong, but it was like, it's hard. We're like best friends, so it was like a part of me was like leaving, even though she was going like 5 minutes away.
It's hard to let go.
It is.
Yeah, I know. And all these traditions that we have are eventually going to come to an end, and there's going to be less and less of us participating in them, or we'll have like a lineup because I have 6 kids, so we'll just go to the Evergreen Light Festival, and we'll just have a lineup of vehicles. We'll have our train, and then we'll all be there. But and every Christmas, like Luke's gonna be 2 this year, and Samantha's 19 in a couple months, and Finley's 6, and I'm like, oh my gosh, where does the time go?
Right?
Where, and I just. I'm really, really glad to be working from home now. The day I said I quit was probably the best day of my life.
Isn't it all liberating?
Yeah, because I couldn't imagine, COVID was kind of a blessing in the sense that everybody had to stay home at some point, and, family kind of became more connected again. Families were connected. But, if we didn't have COVID, I would have probably been working still and not working from home. And I would have missed out on so much time. And now that I'm home with the kids and working this business full time, I can homeschool them and we can teach them our values and live life and experience life. And I wouldn't have had that.
Right.
Like like when you're working that, I used to work retail, and I was a manager at some point, but when I was just one of the little guys and I was a cashier, I would work and my kids would go to school and then they'd come home. I'd see them for an hour and then I'd go to work from 5 until midnight. Mm-hmm. And then I sent them off to school in the morning. Then they'd come home and then I'd see them for an hour.
Yeah.
And then I was gone again.
Yeah.
Like, how is that living? How is that? And traditions like this were next to impossible to continuously do with less stress, because now we can kind of, oh, everybody has a day off, let's go. But then it was just like, when are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? You know?
It's heavy. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's becoming like taking ownership of your life, basically, and saying yes to yourself is one of the biggest risks, but one of the biggest rewards that you'll ever do in your life, really, because it's so unknown. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. You don't know how it's going to go. But every single day, if you show up, that's what matters. You know, that's where it all unfolds, and that's where it keeps moving forward. And every single day you're learning something, you're doing something different.
Yeah.
And like I say, like, I'm designing my own days now, my way, but I still have to show up.
Yeah. Yeah. Just because we're not working doesn't mean we're not working.
Exactly. I have a lot of people that think that I just, actually, this is kind of cool. I seen a TikTok yesterday.
Oh, you know,
like what people think we do when we're stay-at-home moms, and it went off on one way, and then it's like what we actually do when we're a stay-at-home mom, and it goes on a different. That's the reality of it.
Yeah, when I take a day off, holy, does my house suffer? Like, it is crazy. And we've been having this discussion a lot lately. I'm like, you walked by that. Why didn't you pick it up?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, it was just there and I just walked by it. Well, pick it up. So when I'm not on them, it's crazy. I don't know. I'm really glad that I'm home though, because it's just way less stress. I can walk by.
In so many ways though, too.
Yeah.
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 You're present for your children. You're present for your marriage. You're present for your household.
Yeah.
And then number one, you're there for yourself, and you're giving yourself that love that you deserve every single day. You know?
Yeah. And when you don't have time for your kids or for your husband or your partner or your hobbies or your passions, because you're working sometimes for me, it was like 8 to 12 hours a day on a computer when I was in insurance, you do take a back seat. Because, you know, you put your kids first. Obviously, a lot of people do that. So in our family, I'm very, very, I've learned to be, I am first. I take care of me. Then it's my relationship with my husband. And then it's our relationship with our kids. That is the order of things in our house. For the most part, obviously things, you know, change here and there. But if I'm not taking care of me and taking care of my marriage, then how do we take care of our family and our household? And when you throw in a job that you go to every day, or when you don't get to see your kids more than an hour a day, or your schedules are never, I mean, it adds a stress that puts you last. And it changes the order of things. And it's really hard to prioritize yourself in that setting, which is unfortunate, because especially today, especially with what we've gone through, there's nothing more important than our own health right now.
Right. Wholeheartedly. I completely agree with you with everything you just said. It's true. Because if you're not there and you're not your best, how can you be of a service for anybody else? You can't show up for anybody else if you're, you know, falling apart your own self.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. There's got to be a give and take, right?
Yeah.
And
for years too, I was like that. I never put myself first. And then, I started having some health stuff come up. And of course, then I was always thinking of other people and not myself. And I had to, when I changed that around, my life changed completely.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing the difference it makes. I've been reading the High Five Habit. I'm on live.
Oh.
Okay, go. No, go.
Do you want to? Oh, okay.
Bye.
Bye.
And then that happens. See?
Expect the unexpected.
I know, hey? And I tell them, like, they know. Like, they know. Every Friday.
I'm just hanging out, having a chit chat with my friend.
Hey. I even said I've been reading the High Five Habit, and so we've been I've been doing high fives with the kids, every morning. I'm like, okay, high five yourself, right? Like, look in the mirror, look in your phone camera, somewhere where there's a reflection of you, and high five yourself and see yourself giving yourself a high five. And we've been doing it for a few days, and we put the challenge out to our team. And that small action of looking at yourself in the mirror and high-fiving yourself I can't tell you how empowering it feels to finally cheer yourself on instead of being so critical of yourself. So every single day it's high five. And we put out a challenge to our team, our online team, our online family, and they've been doing it. And it's, you see their smiles, and it's just every time they post a picture, it's just high five yourself, guys. That's all I got to say. I was going somewhere with this, but it's just so incredible to flick that switch, put yourself forward, and start cheering yourself on.
It's acknowledging yourself, and it's a powerful movement to look at yourself. You know what I mean? Because I think just not even just us, but a lot of people around the world, they're so giving, and they're so wanting to give back to others and do things for others that they forget about themselves. So just taking that couple minutes in the morning, or throughout the day, or anytime you walk by a mirror, or you pick up your phone to take a selfie. How many selfies do we take in a day? You know what I mean? Give yourself a high five first. Be like, I got this.
Yeah, I know.
It's
and it's just it's the simplest. It's such a simple thing, right? It's a matter of thinking to yourself, I need to do this. I did a meditation yesterday. Do you meditate? Have you ever meditated? Yeah. So one of our guests that's coming on in a few weeks, she posted in one of our business community chats a meditation yesterday. And so I went on and did it, and it was something wonderful is going to happen to me. We repeated it over and over again. Something incredible is going to happen to me. And by golly, that mantra was in my head all day yesterday. But when, what happened yesterday, there was something that happened yesterday. I can't remember. Anyways, but it wasn't a good thing. But when it did happen, I was like, you know what? It's okay. Because something wonderful is going to happen. And then it did. We had such a fantastic day. It was full of, the kids had great attitudes. We went out and we took some pictures, and we just and that was wonderful. It's wonderful to have that option and to have that time and to be surrounded by so much love and stuff. So today, again, this morning, I didn't get a chance to do the meditation, but I'm, continuously in my head, something wonderful is going to happen, something incredible, and high five.
Exactly.
So, hi, Liz. How are you?
Good morning.
Did you post your high five yet, Liz? High five. But yeah, it's just such small things, right? Whether it's repeating a mantra or giving yourself that high five. And I really, really encourage everyone to do something it doesn't have to be going to the spa or getting your nails done, or it can be something as little as a high five or an affirmation, or just do
I
it.
completely agree. And it's just taking that time for yourself, no matter what. Like I like to take my dry erase markers and write on my bathroom mirror. So then when I go in and I look in the mirror, I see like different things, little Post-it notes, or put up a little, whatever you want to put. There's so many different affirmations. Make one up for yourself. Like when you're having a day where you're like 100% and you're having like the biggest high of your, of your day, go in there and write down an affirmation that comes to your mind and just put it out there. And you would look at yourself in the mirror, when you're doing your hair or brushing your teeth or whatever. And, how many times do we wash our hands in a day? A lot. Yeah. So,
that's
see
like
every single time.
Yeah. And how many times do you look at your phone?
Yeah.
How many times do you check your messages or go on Facebook or TikTok? Yeah. So I've changed. So I'm sure you were there on Wednesday when we had our community business training. Yeah. One of the ladies that was presenting, she's like, I changed my phone screensaver so that my goals were right in front of me. And so I changed mine and I put a picture and I said, I am worthy of abundance and I'm imperfectly perfect. So every time I look at my phone, there's an affirmation and there's something positive. And I mean, again, just the small gestures, right? To take care of yourself, but
be kind to yourself too, right?
Yeah. It's our
biggest critics.
Yeah. It's a hard switch to flick. It's a hard switch to turn on. But when you do, the transformation is beautiful.
Yeah. I completely agree. Wholeheartedly.
Oh. Liz. Bye, Liz. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Have a great weekend too.
Yes. Stay warm.
Yeah. Or stay dry. I don't know where everybody is, but holy man, it's been raining here in northern Alberta, and I mean, I'm not sure what season Mother Nature wants to be in right now, but we're getting it all.
Yeah, and it rained too. They had freezing rain in like southern Alberta, and it was crazy. The accidents on Highway QE2. It was pretty. What's the temperature? I'm looking at our temperature today. Oh, it's 4 degrees right now.
Yeah, actually, it's melting off of our roof. So we have some snow that's like hanging over the roof a little bit right now. And when I looked out this morning before we hopped on, it was dripping. And I was like, oh, this is going to be fun because after we're done here, I'm going to get ready and I'm going to go spend the afternoon with my grandma. So I'm going to my hometown an hour away, and I'm going to go spend the afternoon with my grandma and my brother probably. And we're going to go and browse at a couple stores. There's a couple little homemade or like handcrafted stores there and little farmers market and stuff. So it's going to be a really nice afternoon.
Oh, that sounds fun. I love going to all those little pop-up markets right now. It's so fun seeing all the different Christmas ideas and the creative gifts and stuff. And it is amazing to see how creative people are. I am not creative. If I want to create something, I have to Google it first and look at a picture and then, copy that picture. But I don't know.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say those stores, like they light me right up because I have that crafty side to me, but sometimes I just get stuck. So I have an idea, and until I'm like in doing it, then it just starts flowing, right? I have the vision there, but when I start putting it together, sometimes it comes out completely different.
Yeah. No, I don't. I have to actually like go into Pinterest or Google, look up something that I want, whether it's a quote or something to make or a craft. And then like, once I get into it, I can make it my own, but I can't like have a starting point of my own. I need somebody else to tell me what to do. Oh my goodness.
I love how we're all just so like uniquely different, but then so similar in so many ways.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It always like boggles my mind how, like, you look at two parents and they have children, but their children are so different.
Yeah.
You know, that always boggles my mind.
I know. I know. I've got a few polar opposites in my family. Yeah, depending on the day too.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully
sure.
today's
right. Yeah, exactly.
we're gonna go out to the Festival of Trees today. So that's one of the traditions that we do, and we're gonna go get pictures of Santa or with Santa and do some crafts and stuff. But you know, it's always good when we plan to go, but then we get there and it's like everybody wants to do something different and go in a different direction. So I'm not really sure what I signed up for today, but we didn't get to do it last year because of the whole COVID thing and stuff. So I'm doing it this year. Hi, Liz. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm glad that the weather's mild though, because the drive out there and back won't be so bad, and it'll be nice.
I'm looking forward to the drive today. The sun is out and it's nice, and the highway should be nice.
It looks like a mild week when I look at the weather. So yeah, I hope you guys all get out and enjoy some outdoor fun. Hopefully you all have some mild weather. I haven't been following BC the last couple of days, but hopefully they don't have rain. Hopefully they have lots of sunshine.
Yes, exactly. I agree too. We have family down there, not quite in the same area, just a little, well, they're in Kelowna and like in that area, Kamloops area and stuff. So they're not directly affected, but there's a lot of people like evacuees in their areas. So at least they're there to help and support in one way, but it's sure is devastating. Holy man.
I know. It's a crazy time, hey?
Yeah, it really is.
Like apocalyptic.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Well,
bye, Les. Have a good day.
Take care. Yeah. So, well, thank you for joining us today and popping on. Next week we have a wonderful couple.
Right?
Yeah, we have a couple on next week, so that's going to be fun. And they are another Alberta couple that are going to come on and share a little bit about themselves. Their, you know, what makes them all excited about what they do in their life. Because I personally don't know them. Charlene knows them, and
yes, I don't know them, but you know what? We've networked through our team, and they are so wonderful. They follow like so many people's pages and are always there to support. And I'm really excited to meet them kind of one-on-one, even if it is through the camera.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we'll try to get Talia on another time. We'll definitely try to reschedule her in. She is such a beautiful light that everyone needs to see in this world. So
she's such a busy mama too. Like she really is. She wears many hats, and so we hold her in our thoughts today because we're not sure really what's going on, and whatever it is, it's more important than being here right now because she's a mom, and that's what happens.
That comes first.
Exactly.
So well, have a good weekend, everyone. Stay safe, stay warm, and don't forget to high five yourself.
Exactly. High five.
High five. Have a good day.
Do it at the same time rather than
yeah, right. I know.
Next time. We'll get it right.
We'll practice. By the end of the 2021, we'll have it.
Perfect. There you go. Take care, guys. Have a great day.